What's up, everybody? I was trying to do this at the lake today, but it didn't really work out well. We just got back, as if you couldn't tell. We're at the lake most of the day doing some fishing. I got some new rods. I went and picked them up yesterday from Mr. Brian Jordan. I want to give a huge shout out before we get going here to Mr. Randy Maccabee and Brian Jordan for hooking me up with an early release of these rods, because they actually haven't hit the website yet. But they're getting ready to get there. They're getting ready to be in Tackle Warehouse, and they're getting ready, if you're local to Southern California, Bakersfield area, they're going to be at Cope's Rod and Tackle. So if you guys are interested, go check these rods out. The first one that I got to show you guys right here, this is the company. It's called the StealthStixx. Like I said, they're local to Southern California. This is kind of what they look like. This one here is the Pillager. It is a 7'5" media, 7'5" heavy, and I got it paired up with a Revo Abu Garcia Revo rocket. I used it today for the first time with a buzz bait, and it was phenomenal. I ended up hooking up with 5 or 6 fish on the top water with this rod. And then I also have a spinning rod, same company, StealthStixx, and this is the Lil Pete. It is a 7'1" medium action spinning rod. I got this paired with a Abu Garcia Revo X spinning reel, 3000 series. This thing is probably the most sensitive spinning rod I've ever used. As soon as I got it hooked up with a drop shot here with a little Berkeley minnow, anytime I had a hit or had a strike on this line, I felt it all the way down the rod. It's made of carbon fiber. And it's got a pretty sleek look to it. All the components on this rod are American Tackle. If you guys know anything about me, I've used American Tackle, been with American Tackle in the past. They got their wave guide system here, the American Tackle wave guide system, which really reduces on the casting rods and the spinning rods the backlash in the casting distance for all of the rods. With that being said, StealthStixx, they got 8 rods in the arsenal right now, and they're getting ready to expand to some more here. Probably next year. They're not really 100% sure yet with shipping and parts and everything like that because of COVID. But they got 8 rods in the lineup. They got 2 spinning rods and then 6 casting rods. On the higher end, they got an 8'3" and an 8-foot, very heavy. You can use those rods out saltwater fishing. And then they got rods for spinner baits, for chatter baits. They got heavy rods like this for top water action, for flipping, for pitching. And then of course they got finesse rods. This is Little Pete. They got Skinny Pete. That's a little bit heavier action for, more drop shots, for Neko rigs, for swim baits, things of that nature. If you're interested in rods like that, go check them out at StealthStixx.com. Like I said, you can get them on the website. They'll be up in the next few days, I believe. It's a limited supply until they get more. I believe at the beginning of August 1st is when they're expecting to get the full complement of rods up on the website. And they're also going to be shipped to Tackle Warehouse, so stay tuned for that. Keep checking Tackle Warehouse, keep checking StealthStixx.com for these rods when they come available. And like I said, as well, if you're local to Southern California, you can check them at Cope's Rod and Tackle in Bakersfield. And then all along the coast, they'll have the saltwater series or the heavier action rods for saltwater. So if you guys are interested in that, check those out. But after today, to be honest with you, they are the most sensitive rods I've ever used. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to StealthStixx, and thank you again to Mr. Randy Maccabee and Brian Jordan. I went out to Lake Isabella yesterday and chatted with Brian for a while, and he's a great guy and he's just very passionate about fishing and rod building in general. So again, thank you guys. If you guys are interested, like I said, if you have any questions, shoot me a DM or shoot Brian Jordan at StealthStixx a DM, or Randy Maccabee. You can check out StealthStixx on Instagram at StealthStixx. And then, of course, like I said, if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me and I'll try to answer them the best as possible. And if I don't have the answer, I'll reach out to those guys and try to get the answer for you guys. So Right now, the casting rods are expected to be around a $289 price point. Spinning rods at $269. So these are on the higher end because they have better components, and they do have in the future they're looking at more of a lower end component and rod wise for price point, but it's going to be made more of like EVA foam. These are all strictly carbon fiber, like I said, American Tackle hardware. So like I said, in the future, if you guys are interested, let me know, and I'll try to do as best as I can. And again, thank you guys, and we'll see you.